The Tour de la Provence concluded today with the fourth and final stage, 170 km from Avignon to Aix-en-Provence. There were 3 classified climbs along the route, but it was a day that was constantly undulating, with over 2,500 metres of elevation gain in total. The final climb would peak with 16 km to go, from which point it was a steady descent into town where the finish line was located. It was a particularly aggressive start to the stage, and it took a long time for things to calm down. Eventually, a quartet of riders found themselves up the road. Ian Garrison of the Koenig Quickstep, Owain Doull of Team Ineos, Matthias Brendley of the Israel Startup Nation, and then the best placed on GC, Romain Combo of Nippo Delco 1 Provence. He started the day 5 minutes and 20 seconds down on Nairo Quintana. Their time gap held steady for much of the day. Aix-en-Provence didn't need to panic with no major GC threat, and so the teams who wanted to win the stage soon had to start chasing. EF Pro Cycling and NTT Pro Cycling the first of those, but with 4 minutes of an advantage with just over 30 k's remaining, they'd have their work cut out. It was Combo who'd lead the break over the line at the final intermediate sprint of the day, which was again located on a climb. And then on to the final official climb of the day, and it was Astana who were full throttle on the front of the bunch with the Spaniard Aramburu. A change of pace which quickly shrunk the main peloton and quickly shrunk the gap to the leaders. Under the 1 minute mark as they reached the top, Garrison taking the points there. And so ensued a big chase over the final part of the stage, which was still hanging delicately in the balance. The seconds ticked down, but so too did the kilometres. And with 5 of them left, the front 4 were still 25 seconds in front. The advantage for the break was that it was predominantly downhill into the finish in Aix, and so, try as they might, the likes of Team Sunweb and Jumbo-Visma were struggling to bring them back. With 1k to go, the front 4 were still all together, but with just 10 seconds lead, and the game of cat and mouse had begun. Combo had already tried and failed to get away, and it was the Austrian Brendley who was forced to launch the sprint first. He went with just over 200 metres to go, however Doull was straight onto his wheel, and after a fleeting moment of respite, he kicked again, and he had more than enough power to come past Brendley before the finish line. That marks the second win of Doull's career. However, it's the first win of Team Ineos' season, which must be a relief for them. The GC may not have gone to plan over the last 4 days, but they'll be happy with the way that they finished things off. Second remained with Brendley on the stage, with Ian Garrison starting his pro career off well with third. There's your top 10 on the stage. Owain Doull from Brendley, Garrison and Combo. Lutsenko chipping off to take 5th place at the end. Tuze, Aincorn, Court-Nielsen, Asgreen and Simmons rounding out the top 10. No doubt about the winner of the GC though. Nairo Quintana was head and shoulders above his competitors yesterday, and although this isn't the biggest of races, he's made a real statement at the start of the season with his new team Aix-en-Provence. His advantage was over a minute to second place Alexander Vlasov, whilst his Astana teammate Alexei Lutsenko remained in third. Lutsenko would also make a visit to the podium as winner of the points jersey, whilst it was Jonas Koch, the Swiss rider from CCC, who took the King of the Mountains jersey. Alexander Vlasov, meanwhile, comes away with both a stage win from the Tour de la Provence and also the Young Riders classification. Thank you very much for joining us over the past 4 days. We will be back next week with daily highlights of the Vuelta Algarve and the Vuelta Andalucía, so stay tuned for them. Bye for now.